Welcome to day 5 of Read Across America. On our last day together, our discount ticket to fun is through engineering. Mortimer J. Adler once said, "Reading is a basic tool in the living of a good life." My love of reading has always made my life more enjoyable, but I began to wonder, what could possibly make reading a good book more fun? Then, while I was reading The Fort That Jack Built by Boni Ashburn, I got an idea. What if I had a cool place, like a fort, to read my book? Let's read The Fort That Jack Built and see if we can get any good ideas to help you make a good fort. This is Jack. This is a table and 2 comfy chairs, a big stack of pillows that came from upstairs, a breakfast bar stool and an armload of books, a green shower curtain with 12 purple hooks, a dog leash, striped sheets, and a huge patchwork quilt. And this is the fort that Jack built. And this is Jack's dog. No, Milo, woof wag, who almost collapsed the fort that Jack built. This is Jack's sister. Hey, who took my chair? She yanks it away, creating a sag right after the dog woofed with a wag and almost collapsed the fort that Jack built. This is Jack's brother. My books, give them back. He grabs the whole stack, which opens a crack right next to the spot where the chair was now not, by worsening the sag made by Jack's dog, who woofed with a wag and almost collapsed the fort that Jack built. This is Jack's sister, the older one, wet, wrapped in a towel. I wasn't done yet. She takes back the curtain with every last hook, right after Jack's brother took every last book. So now there's a gap and a crack in a sag made by Jack's dog, who woofed with a wag and almost collapsed the fort that Jack built. This is Jack's mother. I'm making beds, Jack, who needs the striped sheets and the pillows stacked back. Without sheets or pillows, the curtains, books, chair, Jack's fort is not the same as it was under there. New holes, gaps, and cracks, and way too much sag made by Jack's dog, who woofed with a wag and almost collapsed the fort that Jack built. That's Jack's dad. I need my chair, Jack. And your fort, I can't see. I can't see the TV. There goes the last chair and the whole northern side, and the holes and the gaps and the cracks much too wide, and the sag from the dog, who woofed with a wag and almost collapsed the fort that Jack built. This is Jack's mother, her mug in her hand, now done with the beds, not willing to stand. She slips out the stool and says, "See, it's still fine." "It isn't," thinks Jack, "but at least it's still mine." And the cracks are all gone, and so is the sag made by the dog, who woofed with a wag and almost collapsed the fort that Jack built. This is Jack's grandma. "Hey, buddy, what's new? I think that I'm feeling a bit cold. Are you too?" That does it. Poor Jack, he can't take the guilt. He takes down the last of his fort, Grandma's quilt. There are no more cracks or gaps or big sags, no dripping wet curtains or dog woofs or wag, or almost collapsing of forts made by Jack. The only thing left is a small coffee table, and that is the end of our fort building fable, except here's a hint. If you're something like Jack and you use people's things that they'll likely want back, they might be more willing, or at least might not care, if you use all their things but are willing to share. On our last day together, we have Olivia Klein and her dad, Mr. Klein, here to help us design and engineer a fort where we can enjoy reading our books. Thanks for helping, Olivia and Mr. Klein. Are you ready to do some building?
You ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do some building.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
As we get ready to engineer our fort, make sure you have permission to build a fort. We don't want to lose our supplies like Jack did in our story. As you can see, we have all of our materials ready. Use your imagination to think up a design. When you have your plan, pick the place you want to make your fort. Is it going to be inside or outdoors? Today is a nice day, so we asked for permission to build outdoors in the Klein's yard. If you have some clothespins or clamps, they can help hold sheets and blankets in place, but they aren't necessary. You can invent a creative way to hold things together. Like I noticed the Kleins have some shovels to help hold up their blanket.
Yes, we do.
Draping your sheets and blankets over existing structures like chairs, couches, and beds can be an excellent way to give your fort a frame. Outdoors, you can use fences, trees, or your patio furniture to hold up your blankets. If you are constructing your fort with a friend or brother or sister, be respectful of their ideas and patient if something doesn't go right the first time.
Definitely patience, right?
Remember, building a fort is fun. Once your fort is built, you can fill it with lots of pillows, maybe a special box to hold your books, and snacks. If your book is really good, you might not want to leave your cozy fort.
All right, Livy, grab the book. You want to go in with your book?
Perfect. And Olivia is going to start our book that we just read, The Fort That Jack Built by Boni Ashburn. This is one cool reading fort. Good job, Olivia. Enjoy your book. This has been a fun week. Keep reading. Take care, Bulldogs.